Hi, I'm Grey Tiger, and welcome to episode 7 of the Krakenlord Cometh, an Immortal Empires campaign featuring Lokhir Fellheart. In the previous episode, we fought our first battle against Nakai, and we beat him heartily. We were due to have a close defeat, I believe, and we came out with a close victory. Now, he did, however, inflict some casualties on us, and there was one unit of Shades in particular who took quite a lot of damage. And I think that that unit of Shades deserves to have a name based on their deeds. So what that name could be, I'm not entirely certain. But for the moment, I will just call them... I shall call them... Crockboot Shades. If anybody has a name they would prefer, then please let me know in the comments of the video. But until then, Crockboot Shades... who fought in the battle against Nakai, will be one of our star units. Okay, so let's see. We've got Lokhir who's got an upgrade to do, so let's do that. So Lokhir took a bit of damage there, so something that's going to make him a bit more survivable would be nice. Dreaded Slaver. Casualties capture post-battle plus 12%. Let's do that. We want more slaves. More slaves. All the slaves. We've got Quartermaster, we've got Fear and Renowned. Could go for more healing. That's an extra 2%, that's not a huge amount. Let's see what else we have available. We've got Sadistic. Okay. Eternal Hatred. Ward of Cain, Ward of Hikari. That's Corsair units we're not using at the moment, really. Vanguard Deployment. Stalk for Corsair units, okay. Master of the Blessed Dread, Black Ark Growth, income from ports, plus 5% faction wide. Army ability, number of uses, plus 1 for all Black Ark bombardment abilities. Oh, I like that. Oh, hang on. Slaver. Well, that will be the next one we grab. Slaver will be the next one we grab. Okay, so we've got Josiah, who didn't really do much during that battle. But she survived, I guess, is all we really need. Let's go for the Purple Sun. We didn't use that. It was too close. Everybody was too close to do so, but we'll upgrade it now.
Ready.
And then we have Sammy the Observant, who did fight quite well in that battle. So we'll give him hard to hit. And weakness aboard. Aboard? Yeah, weakness aboard. So that's an extra... Wow, an extra 13 melee defense for him. And we'll rename him now. His punishment is getting less and less. So, Sammy... Sammy the Promising, because he's showing potential now. Okay, so we do have our scout down south. We want to bring him back up towards our army. The Eyes of Lokhir. Now, do we chase Nakai? Yeah, we do. We want to finish Nakai off. Granted, we're not in perfect shape ourselves, but we can't let him get away. Alright, it's going to be a decisive victory, but we're going to fight that. So I'll see you on the battlefield. So here we are on the battlefield, and we have our Corsairs and our Sorceress up front. Now, you may be wondering, why is our Sorcerer out so far away from the rest of the army? Well, she does have the ability to use the fate of... No, sorry, wrong spell. She does have the Law of Death Vortex spell, the Purple Sun of Xerxes. So she's going to try and use that on Nakai. And she's now on a cold one, so she should be able to outrun a good number of his troops. She's backed up by the Corsairs in case their flyers come after them. But I think she should be safe. With a speed of 71. Their flyers do have the speed of 90, but as I said, the Corsairs are close by. So let's see if we can inflict some damage with this spell. Alright, let's see how smart the AI is. Are they going to dodge it? Are we going to get any kills from it whatsoever? There we go, we're doing some damage, and I think we're not going to do very much. It's gone that way. If it turns around, that'll be good. Turn around, turn around. Can it harm flyers? I don't know. No, okay, that was not really very good. Let's see, how smart are you? Are you going to move out the way of this? You are, you petulant little bastards. Alright, well, I guess we want to get the sorceress back to our lines. She killed a few, not really many, but she killed a few. Let's get the Corsairs out here. Oh, that Stegodon's seen us. I think we're going to have to move our entire line forwards. They don't look too interested in attacking.
No mercy. Going.
Okay, good. We've got a bit of damage on them there.
Blood for Cain.
Fire at them.
Onwards to murder.
Come on, keep moving back. Don't let them land. Don't let them land. Okay, you let them land. Didn't do your job properly. Get in the trees. Come on, we're trying to get away from them. Okay, I think we're about to make one of them break. And Nakai, okay, Nakai has now scented our blood. Not surprising. Right, we're going to come through the trees here. And we're going to make a run for our lines. Now let's grab the rest of the army.
Cold-blooded killers.
And push forwards.
At once.
Hopefully we can get to our spot before they do.
For the king.
Okay, and yep, Nakai is right on our tail. We want to draw him across to the left, I suppose. Their flyers got there before we did. That's alright. Our shade should take care of them. There we go, they're gone already. Alright, we're now going to split apart our two units of Corsairs to confuse Nakai. He's not going to know which ones to go for.
Murder awaits.
And of course he's also being attacked by our shades in the front rank. And we're going to obliterate these lizard men here with 3 different bombardment abilities. And let's bring these Corsairs back. Bring these guys back as well. I think they've done their job. Lokhir is pretty much going to stay out of the fight. I don't think he needs to really do anything. So I think we're going to get them to break pretty soon. I mean, Nakai is running for it. And since he's running for it, let's get our Corsairs back after him.
With pleasure.
Okay, so Corsairs back after Nakai. That leaves their Stegodon. Let's get everybody else and we'll move them forwards.
Shades. Warrior.
It is done.
And that Stegodon is really going to be
Advancing to destruction.
their stubborn unit that that does not want to die. It does not want to yield. Alright, we're not catching Nakai. Nakai seems to be a bit too quick for us. Oh, he's having thoughts about turning around and fighting. Let's see if we can get this stupid Stegodon. Oh, we got it a little.
Onwards to murder.
We are ready. Onward.
Alright, we need to keep this Stegodon confused
To slaughter.
and kind of draw them towards our lines.
Corsair
We'll draw Nakai back as well.
Sorceress of Grand!
And let's use Spirit Leech on Nakai. That should finish him off. Oh, there we go. He's a gunner.
On!
And this Stegodon ain't gonna last. There we go. Victory is ours. And welcome back to the campaign, where we've achieved a decisive victory over Nakai. We've taken some more slaves.
Enslave them.
And we want to see Nakai now for, I'd imagine, maybe 3 or 4 turns. Hopefully a little bit longer, depending on where he crops up. Okay, so we've gained a trait, and we've also gained a mount, I believe, for Lokhir. It looks like we've gained a dragon mount. Maelstrom, a black dragon, terrifying black dragon. We've got a cold one for Sammy the Promising. And melee defense on the Charmed Shield. Let's see who we give that to, shall we?
Lokhir Fellheart.
Alright, so Lokhir, how are we going? Oh, our sack city is gone to the vampire counts. Alright, I guess we're going to be fighting those vampire counts, because we want that city. We need that city.
Scour the land.
Okay, we're not going to be regaining any...
Set course.
Not going to be regaining any health by the looks of it, because we're in enemy territory. That's a problem. We are quite beat up after that battle with Nakai. Let's go for Blade Master. We may need to bring down a second army.
Death Hag.
We'll get the Sorceress to come across. Actually, no. I think we want the Sorceress heading south again, because we want to have an idea when Nakai is coming back. Okay, so nothing there. So, apologies about that. That's my phone.
Hated landwalkers.
So look here. What do you have? No, we don't want recruitment cost. Do you have anything that's going to give us better healing? Yes, you do. But last time I mentioned that we would grab a slaver. So upkeep reduction and additional slaves captured post-battle. Which will be fantastic. Slaves are going up. That's great. Our income is going down. That's not so great. Income from trade's not too bad. We have a few building upgrades available. Once again, they want us to upgrade that, and I don't want to. And it's all pretty much the same things. So we'll ignore those upgrades. Now let's head down to our second Black Ark.
Dreadlord of Nakai.
And we don't have any movement with that. Okay, that's fine. We'll move that on the next turn. Okay, so I guess we're going to have to keep an eye here on the custodians in the Baleful Hills. See if they come back to try and protect their city of Shilong. I hope they don't. If Shilong is left undefended, we should be able to take it with Lokhir, even though our army is, shall we say, not at its best. With the backup of the Black Ark, with the additional bombardments, I think we will be fine. But of course, the Jed Custodians might spoil our fun. Pretty much like the vampires did, because they took the settlement that we were going to use for slave harvesting. Okay, the gods are angry. I can pay them a tribute. I'll pay them a tribute. God-fearing Lokhir, after all. Driven by vengeance technology has been researched. Alright, let's have a look at what we have. Alright, Harpies we're not using. No, not concerned with that. Upkeep -5 for Black Elk Corsair units. Okay. Okay. So that one's kind of promising. 20% income from sacking settlements. I like that. Black Elk growth +3, and then we're on to some additional things. So let's do this one, and then we'll go the slaves. Okay, they did not come south. They did not come to protect Shilong. Which means that I'm going to go after Shilong. I'm wondering if we should send Mugi down here as well. I don't know.
Priestess
Right,
to the
let's head this
Druid.
way. we want to scout out down here again, see if we can find where Nakai might be, pop up. And we'll get our Black Ark under the control of Admiral Miles to come along the coast as well. Alright, so there's Shiwu, which we have a mission to raid. Let's get the Eyes of Lokhir. And he can head... What do they have there? Do they have...
My will does not
They just have their
bend.
lord. Okay, no characters for me to assassinate. So let's head along the coastline here, follow the river west. See if we can find that fourth settlement of theirs. Well, third now that they've lost the Bridge of Heaven.
I command.
Now we are short one. We can recruit from Admiral Tiberius, but that turn is going to mean, we should have actually done it on the last turn, that turn would mean, of course, that they would have the chance to move into Shillong and protect it. So we're due a decisive victory. So we can automatically... we can auto-resolve this, or we can attack ourselves. Let's see, what do we have that's going to help us get over those walls? Because those walls, I think, will prove a problem for us. Let's put that back on look here. I think I might do the auto-resolve. Might regret this, but we're going to go auto-resolve.
No mercy.
Okay. There's a few people who are a bit injured, but what can you do? Let's loot and occupy. We want the slaves and we want the casualty replenishment.
Let the pillage begin.
And if we've knocked the city down a level, that doesn't matter so much. So we successfully finished the quest, the Red Blades. Capture and occupy the following settlement of Shillong. So we're going to get a bit of cash out of that. We're going to get the Red Blades for Lokhir. Some additional casualty replenishment. And more slaves. That's excellent. Excellent indeed. Let's have a look now. That helps our army out. Might grab another unit. What do we want? Let's go the repeater crossbows. Recruit those. So we now have a full army. Anybody get any upgrades? No. Okay, that's kind of surprising.
Sacrifices to Mathlan.
Let's repair these buildings. No intention of letting them go. Okay, is the Black Ark within range? No, it's not. Alright, we wanted to bring the Black Ark closer. Because the Black Ark is very helpful under these circumstances. There we go. Alright, let's see. If we head to the coast. Do we have movement for... No, he's used his movement already. Of course, I should realise that. He was one of the first things I moved. Alright, let's have a look at Lokhir. So he earned some new items there. So look at his details. Alright, so he's using the Charmed Shield currently for his armour. We haven't really picked up much at all, have we? Alright, well, obviously we want to give him the Red Blades. We want the Sailor's Dread, if we can find it. Guiding Eye. Okay, we have picked up very little. I would have hoped that we would get more things. Okay, ancillaries. Evil Choir Master. Control plus 6 level province. Okay. For the amount of fighting we've been doing, I guess Loki is not lucky. Building upgrades is probably going to be the same old thing. So let's just move on and see how the Jade Custodians respond to our taking their capital, I believe it was, of Shillong. They've got a sizable army there on that bridge. But are they positioned there to attack us, or are they positioned there to defend their remaining holdings? I guess we will find out soon enough. Oh, there they go. They've moved on. I think we're going to be seeing the Jade Custodians play defensively from this point. but we're going to have to watch out for the Burning Wind. The Burning Wind nomads. They've got a couple of settlements to our south, and they have an army very close by. I wouldn't be surprised if they were to attack us very, very soon.
What is your dark purpose? Powerful
I think we should probably take Muggy through the vampire lands.
Searching.
Of course, we're going to have to adopt a raiding stance so that we're not taking casualties. So Muggy's going to come through there, and we're going to move her up this way, maybe take the Baleful Hills. We still need to get eyes on Shangwu. I think Shangwu might be that settlement what we hadn't seen. Well, let's continue out west with the Eyes of Lokhir. Alright, we found the Temple of Elemental Winds, which is held by the Burning Wind nomads as well. So they hold quite a bit, it seems. We'll have to have a look at what their diplomatic stance is towards us. Alright, so we're going to go by Tempered in Blood, first of all. And let's have a look at the diplomacy. So the Burning Wind nomads, they don't like us. The attitude's dropping because of the military action against the Jade Custodians, of course. The only thing they like is that we trespassed against the vampire counts. So I can see that we will likely be at war with them very soon, and the western provinces, which we've just encountered, will also probably be at war with them too. Celestial Loyalists in the north, unfortunately, seem to be losing respect for us, which is not good. Because if they decide that they would like to attack us, we don't have anybody in the north really to defend ourselves against them. Well, let's have a look. Do we have any quick deals? Anybody willing to be our friends? No. Okay. Nobody really likes us. Any trade? Possibly trade with the puppets of Misrule? What would they need for that trade?
Silence. Now you may talk.
Okay, so we'd make a fair bit out of it. And we need to give them 431. I believe that's worth it, so we're going to do that. Do we have any other trade options? No, not really. Military access? No. Any possible defensive alliances? Oh, we can go for a defensive alliance with Clan Eshin. They've got 2 settlements, so not as powerful as I would have liked. But a defensive alliance with them, I mean, that will give us access to, eventually, some of their equipment. So let's initiate the diplomacy. We can get 1,000 out of that. Okay, let's propose the alliance. What do we have here? Oh, a full-on military alliance. Okay, let's propose that and see how much they're willing to offer for that. Alright, we are now fully allied with the Skaven. And we have an idea of what they're doing. Okay, cool. Now, who are we at war with? We're at war with the Spirit of the Jungle and the Jade Custodians, neither of which, of course, are going to offer peace to us. And why should they? We've been thoroughly beating them. Alright, Clan Eshin has 2 armies in the north. That's good. If they could get another army here, though, that would be even better. I think we're actually going to have to move this army north now to Haichai to defend it. That means we are losing control here in Beichai. So we might want to... Oh, we're collecting 2,000 a turn from there. We do not want to be losing that. We're going to have to keep an eye on it. Pop back in a few turns, I guess, with somebody to exert some control over it. Oh, hello. What do we have here? We have a shipwreck. Arabian arms. Perform better in battle, perform better on the campaign. Well, campaign, because he's not going to be fighting in any battles. At least intentionally. He is our Sea Scout. Let's figure out exactly what does Nakai have. Or what do his vassals have.
Ready? I will.
Alright, as we head into Nakai's territory.
Malicious deeds await.
Can we perform diplomatic relations with them? No, we cannot, because they only listen to Nakai. Alright, he has moved as much as he can.
Krakenlord.
I concur.
Okay, that's not really much of an army to be concerned about. But they're kind of pinning me in place.
I care not.
Okay. Josiah, what would you like? Let's give you Arcane Conduit. I think that's the only... Yeah, you're the only one who can have an upgrade. We have an outpost available. So in the Village of the Moon, or in Jingpo. Let's zoom in on both of them. Let's see if we can figure out which is least likely to be destroyed. So Village of the Moon is here, right next to the northern provinces, and Jingpo is here. I think Jingpo might be the safer of the two. Oh, Plague Core catapults, yes please. We will construct that outpost. I would love to have some Plague Claw catapults. He's got a few armies roaming around, doesn't he? A few more than we do. Okay, outpost construction beginning. If we can get 2 Plague Claw catapults into Lokhir's army, I shall be very satisfied. Trade agreement with Greasus Goldtooth. I think that's in our favour. If we can remain on good terms with Greasus, that would be good. We will just fight the Cathayans and Nakai. So our lands are kind of spread out at the moment. We don't really have... Oh, here we go. I think we're about to find that we're in a war. Yeah, we are now embroiled in a war with the... who is this? Celestial Loyalists. Alright, we're embroiled in a war with them. So we need to hope that Clan Eshin can help deal with them. I mean, they have armies in the area. I do not. Okay. There we go. I thought there would be an enemy army close by. If we lose Shizu, I'm not too fussed. Hai Chai is the one that has to remain in our hands. So let's move this army up here. Do we want to recruit additional units? How is this defended? It's got a garrison of 16. I think we're fine not to recruit any more. I don't even know what options she has. She can only get spearmen. And we cannot get anything from our allies yet, because the outpost is not constructed. Alright, so we were going to be sending Muggy down south. I think we're going to have to send Muggy back up north. She's going to have to go up there and deal with these Cathayans that have decided that they want to scrap. Can we get her up there? No, she's not willing to walk that way. We're going to have to force march her into Jiangxi. And I think we're going to have to bring this Black Ark back as well. Maybe one more move south.
Set the sails.
Okay, and then we'll head back up north. Yeah, let's see, we have our scout here. Alright, so we've encountered the western provinces. Not good. Not good at all. We need to find a way back across. We might have to come all the way back here to do so. And our sorceress down here. Has she moved? No, she has not. Let's see if we can find the big alligator. Or at least one of his armies.
Gladly.
Well, there's plenty to attack there when we get the opportunity. When that might be, who knows. Okay, so do we attack Minci? Or do we move on? We're not at war with them yet. Maybe they won't attack. If they do attack Shillong, we haven't built anything there. So it won't be the greatest loss. And it'll just be an opportunity for us to get... be an opportunity for us to get more slaves, I suppose. Send a warning to the trespassing faction to leave your territory. Let's send them a warning. Tell them to leave. Leave, or we might kill you.
Show me the compass.
Alright, let's move up to the bridge. Alright, so we'll probably go for the Baleful Hills first. And then with the Shangwu, I might just raise that to the ground rather than keep it. We'll see. Now, I'm going to have to ask my friends, the Skaven, to attack the Loyalists, because of course they have sent an army towards me. So let's get Clan Eshin. Let's go War Coordination. So what's he doing? Oh, he's got 2 armies already on the move towards those Loyalists. Stretch is heading north near the wall. I think that's a mistake. He'd be far better off not heading that direction at all. Are there any allied missions? Defeat the army of Hengchu. Where is Hengchu? I can only accept one at a time. I don't know which one of those is which. Let's have a look. I can't identify whose army is whose, so we'll have to hold off until I do know. Upgrade available. Alright, let's end the turn. And we'll make this the last turn for the episode. So as it's working its magic, I would like to thank you once more for... Well, not once more. I'd like to thank you for joining me in this episode of the Krakenlord Cometh. And I hope that you will join me in the next. But until that time, I'd just like to thank my patrons, Hot Apple Pie and Solarith Magnetar, for their continued support. And if you would like to become a patron, then you can join my Patreon for as little as $1 a month. But until next episode, when we will face this attack by the Celestial Loyalists, have a great day.